Hey guys, so unless you've been living under a rock for the past couple of days, you'll be aware that PewDiePie has once again proceeded to open his mouth and stick his foot straight in it. Most of you already know that he yelled out a naughty word during a live stream. Of course, within a few hours, the internet had already lost its collective shit over this, with some people coming out to condemn him, call him a racist, others come out to defend that in the context of the word not being directed at anyone, it wasn't actually racist, and people like me just calling him a dumbass for sticking his foot in his mouth once again. But no one lost their shit more than Mr. Sean Vanneman. Sean is the co-founder of an indie games company called Campo Santo, who made the game Firewatch. Sean had seen footage of PewDiePie saying his naughty word on stream, and immediately took offense and took to Twitter to announce that he would be filing DMCA claims on any and all of PewDiePie's videos where he plays any of his games. So Sean says on Twitter, "We're filing a DMCA takedown of PewDiePie's Firewatch content and any future Campo Santo games." He goes on to say, "There's a bit of leeway you have with the internet when you wake up every day and make video games. There's also a breaking point. I am sick of this child getting more and more chances to make money off of what we make. He's worse than a closeted racist. He's a propagator of despicable garbage." Where have we heard that before? "That does real damage to the culture around this industry. I'd urge other developers, and we'll be reaching out to folks much larger than us, to cut him off from the content that has made him a millionaire. Furthermore, we're complicit. I'm sure we made money off the 5.7 million views the video has. And that's something for us to think about." Yeah, I'm sure you have, Sean. I'm sure you've made a lot of money off it. He's advertised your game to 5.7 million people for free. "Lastly, I love streamers." Yeah, I'm sure you do. Just as long as they have the right thoughts, I guess. "I watch them daily, and we sent out over 3,000 keys to professional and amateur streamers of Firewatch." Well, Sean, I don't think you can start just making DMCA claims on a whim, especially considering on your own website you not only give permission for people to stream your game, you encourage them to monetize them, you encourage them to let you know that they're streaming so that you can pop into their chat and talk to the people who are watching them, be like, "Hey, are you enjoying my game?" Because you know these people make you money. You do. But I don't think that any of us want a YouTube where at any moment a game dev can decide to be spiteful and retroactively take back permission and potentially take an entire YouTuber's channel down. It only takes, I think, 3 copyright strikes, and their channel could be gone. None of us want that. So anyway, at first I thought Sean was just a fool, some random unknown game dev that no one had ever heard of. But it turns out that I have seen Sean before, and actually probably most of you have seen him before too. So by pure accident, actually, I was looking for pictures to use in this video, and I stumbled across his performance in a Feminist frequency video, the 25 invisible benefits of gaming like males. Now, most of you are probably familiar with that video and have seen it. If you haven't, you probably should, because it is cringy as hell. But anyway, I'll let Sean give you an example of how cringy it is.
"I can be relatively sure my thoughts about video games won't be dismissed or attacked based solely on my tone of voice, even if I speak in an aggressive, obnoxious, crude, or flippant manner."
Okay then, Sean. Maybe PewDiePie can use some of that invisible male privilege to make people stop losing their shit every time he opens his mouth while playing a game on the internet. But anyway, I've got more. So let me introduce you to Jake Rodkin, co-founder of Campo Santo Games.
"I will almost always have the option to play a character of my gender, as most protagonists or heroes will be male by default.
But like all good things, this one also comes in threes. It seems like this was a proper little company, like day out, because one of their designers was also there, a Mr. Chris Remo. So I'll let him take it away.
I probably never think about hiding my real-life gender online through my gamer name, my avatar choice, or by muting voice chat out of fear of harassment resulting from my being male.
Yeah, no, Chris, I can't really relate. I'm always on voice chat, and to be honest, the real trick is getting me to shut up in voice chat. But anyway, as you can probably see on the screen now, I've got one more little bonus, I guess, for you guys. When I was doing the research for this video, I also found that he's quite chummy with one Zoe Quinn, which, given recent events and given this video that I've just showed you, isn't all that surprising. But did think it was quite funny that Zoe is seen here giving him some advice on his recent decision, his recent announcement. But yeah, I think this might be the first time that I've ever felt that I can agree with Zoe. She is right. If you do follow through with your threat, you are gonna make some enemies, and I'll tell you for why. You know, there's a lot of content creators rely on video games. There's a hell of a lot of Let's Players. There's a lot of streamers. I think Twitch is pretty much all game streamers. And the precedent that you will set if you follow through with this is that on a whim, any games developer can just turn around and be like, nope, I don't like you. Your channel's coming down. And that's the problem. So it's always right there. If you do follow through with this, you will make yourself a number of enemies. Because very much like your friends before you, this is an attack. Not if not necessarily on the gaming industry as a whole this time, on the content creators who rely heavily on it. And, you know, a lot of us gamers are also consumers of this type of media. Is how we see a lot of the video games that we end up purchasing. But anyway, guys, I thought I would make this video, one, because this amused the hell out of me, and I was like a bit of cringe, and two, I think it's interesting to see just what kind of company these guys keep, and I think it gives a bit of insight into where they're coming from with this.